हेलो गाइस, वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम। तो कैसे हो भाई लोग? आज खेलेंगे अपन पीएस और इसमें तो
Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion. They've got underway here pretty promptly. It is that familiar feeling again, old foes, fresh hostilities. That is a great kick out. Big chance! A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Great defending, strong and determined. And it's Messi. He's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. They've got to be quick to recover this. Oh, easy pickings there. Now, Tulio's an interesting player, Jim, a Japanese who, of course, led his trade in Brazil.
Yeah, and he has a lot of Brazilian qualities, Peter, would you believe?
He's had a hit!
Look, movement creates more options, and that was really sharply done.
Terrific header! Goal! Inter! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish. I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Number 11, Pele!
Inter Milan have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, I'm certainly happy with that after...
And the finish! They've done it! And again, they simply do not know what has hit them.
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
Inter Milan are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Messi. Good spot, he's seen the run. Batistuta, now the finish! In he goes again! It's a goal! Right back in the game! Beckham at his razor-sharp best there.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, it was important they didn't get ahead of themselves and lose their discipline. This game plan could near well reward them with an equaliser.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. And we have our very first corner. Cannavaro with the clearance. And that's gone loose. Milan are looking to go forward now. And it's Batistuta. Oh, that's a key interception. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Shevchenko. Oh, that's beautifully weighted. He has found the way through. And the shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, it's probably going to take something very special to beat him today.
Corner number 2 then. Punched away. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, delightful ball. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. He's gone forward. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. And there is the half-time whistle. Well, it has been a very watchable football match that has already provided 3 goals, both teams contributing plenty to it. And in terms of scoreline, it is close to being perfectly balanced. The game living up to billing and plenty of thrills to keep the crowd warm. We'll be resuming in a quarter of an hour from now with the scoreline 2-1. Oh, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, we've had plenty to go at in that first half, Peter, and it's a fragile lead that could quite easily change hands in the second. If you like your football unpredictable, I think you're at the right match.
Well, you have to say it's a game that has very much lived up to the pre-game expectations. Passions running pretty high, rivals going at each other 100 miles an hour. You wonder whether they can keep this up. Inter Milan leading by 1 in a finely poised game. It is intriguing to watch and could easily go either way. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Has a goal! It's in! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, it certainly livened things up a bit, and that next goal now is absolutely crucial.
Well, was he ever going to miss that?
For this match
Of course he wasn't.
Well, the finish looked a
71,550.
guarantee once he was found all alone, and it's criminal defending.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
Substitution for Inter, number 15, Shevchenko. Coming on to replace him is number 23, Andy Cole.
It's an inviting looking ball, that. Nicked it back promptly. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Makalele, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Now that's well seen too. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
And it's Batistuta. And he's picked out the run. Great ball, and he's in. There's the shot! Goal! Milan! And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
After 79
Well, we've seen the hunger to win
minutes,
it back and the focus to make it count. A very
David
tasty
Beckham.
combination.
Substitution for Inter,
And with that,
Number
the hat-trick
18,
is complete.
Messi.
Well, you had to fancy him,
Number
Peter.
9,
He seems to be
Puskas.
growing in stature with every
Coming on
goal.
the field, number 8, Bale.
Milan go into the
Number
lead.
4,
I think what we've
Neymar.
just seen is further evidence of their resilience and fantastic belief. I mean, they can always come through. Remarkable.
Batist and the shot has another go. It's a goal, and surely that does it. Perfect time, decisive strike. Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Milan could not have picked a
4
better
added
time to
minutes has been
snatch a
indicated.
two-goal lead. Is there still time for a response?
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Time added on, 4 minutes. That's really well cleared. Caceres makes the interception. Out to the right. Now it's Bale. And that is that. Inter Milan did lead. Indeed, they controlled, but they managed to throw it all away. A defeat made even more painful by the way it came to pass.
Please be reminded that drinking is
Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the
Hello,
minds of
everybody,
the
and welcome
footballing
to
folk in
today's
this part of
match.
the world. Expectations
Arsenal against
rising,
Inter.
evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. This place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. The action has already started. Couldn't squeeze it through, and it's Beckham. That has ended up in no man's land. Bale looks to get on the end of this. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, N'Golo Kante. He is only one midfielder, but it often feels like he does the work of two or three. He's got exceptional awareness for danger.
He's got tall! Oh, just couldn't turn it in.
You really could have done with engaging those crosses much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
There to retrieve it, and he welcomes it in.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Distributed tidily, and there's green grass ahead of him. It's a pretty loose pass. Iniesta.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
That looks a cracking ball. Conte, Messi, shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Still goalless at the moment. Oh, perfectly measured that. Only partially clear. Oh, it's come loose. Xavi goes steaming forward. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And here's Messi. Cleared without complication. He's looking to set free a runner. Now it's Messi. That's a throw. It's Conte. Looking for the run. The fullback is in acres of... He rises! Goal! Arsenal! First blood drawn. That is a fine goal, really efficiently done.
That's terrific aggression, the way he attacked the ball.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Iniesta! Oh,
There will be 1
terrific
minute
save
at
from
a
the
time.
keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Good spot, he's seen the run. And the first half is done. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal, and that is the state of it at the break. 1-0.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the supports have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Inter really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Messi. Alexander-Arnold is charging up on the overlap. And he's taking no chances there. Arsenal have reclaimed it. Now the finish! Sticks it away! 2 up now, and they Well, it would have been harder to miss.
I think the keeper has every reason to rip into that defence for allowing him to get into such a good position.
Cristiano Ronaldo!
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done.
Cristiano Ronaldo!
Arsenal are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
And it's gone back to the keeper.
This is what good chemistry is all about.
The attendance for this match was 71,550.
Oh, Red, nice interception. Conte, the man synonymous with solidity. Now that's well seen too. Oh, super find. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
Substitution in progress.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass and a tricky one at that.
Hakimi, Caceres gets a foot in here, and it's Beckham. Out of play for a throw. No, again there's no way through. Beckham. Inter Milan, perhaps contemplating their next change here. And he cuts out the supply. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Conte. Alexander-Arnold. Nesta. Played out to the left flank. And that is out of play.
Substitutions taking place.
The movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. It is a corner. Arsenal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And that should get the job done. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Bale. He's shifting through the gears here. Real chance! Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And he's intervened well there. Beckham. Conte.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Played through for the wide man. That's been intercepted. And that has left him in a heap. Fletcher clears. Nesta. Ah, he's given it away. And Beckham! And that's that. Well, that was a frustrating game. They were at times cohesive, very capable, but undone by an opponent who simply did a better job. So, Jim,
And
how
just
do
a
you
quick
reflect
reminder
on
today
what
to
we've
please
seen?
drink
Inter
responsibly.
desperately
Anyone appearing
failing
intoxicated
to
obeys.
Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling
Hello,
this lot.
everybody, and
Without a
welcome
doubt,
to
it is the
today's
week's
match.
most eagerly awaited
Milan
contest.
against
Sporting
Inter.
event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, and he was there to get a vital touch.
There's a certain aura about him today, tremendous.
And we have our very first corner. And it's been taken short. Nakata! Just off target. Batistuta. Defending of the desperate variety. Nakata. And that is wildly off target.
Well, he did get himself into a good position, something for him to cling to.
Now it's Nakata. He's picked his way through. Batistuta! Classic Batistuta!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again. Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
Big chance! Yes, it's there! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
Milan are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
There will be a throw-in. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Great chance! That's another chance! We've got a goal! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, it was important they didn't get ahead of themselves and lose their discipline. This game plan could now well reward them with an equaliser.
Works it forward. And there's green grass ahead of him. He has found the way through. There's the shot! Well, there's the clearance. Cannavaro makes the interception. De Roberto. 30 minutes gone. That's been cut out, well played. Can he finish? Oh, it's there! Inter are back in business. And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
You know what was notable in that, Peter, was the fact that he didn't try to blast it. He chose placement instead and delivered a peach.
And yes, it's him again. This has become one superb game of football.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Guardiola. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go... Batistuta! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Corner number 2 then. Messi goes short. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And now a sudden chance to counter.
Right back. Just too much
There will
pressure.
be 3
to go
minutes
that way.
added time.
Oh, look at the space here. Beckenbauer getting this one clear. Cannavaro. Passing nice and neat. Has a shot! Oh, that's magnificent!
Perhaps deserves a little bit of sympathy here because that's a goalkeeper's nightmare. It's clear that the keeper was unsighted by his defence, and by the time he picked up the flight of that, it was too late.
And that means just one thing. Match ball.
Well, he's made this game all about him.
And that is going to be the final action of the first half. And either side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this. And it is a game with plenty at stake, and that
And a
does
quick
show
reminder today to
highly
please take
competitive,
all the
combative,
dustbins located by the
confrontational.
entrance
It is
gates.
what you would
Thank
expect
you
from a
very
game
much
of
for
this
your
magnitude.
cooperation. Substitution for Milan, number 7, Zeraberto. Coming on to replace him is
And that's the start of
number
another
27,
45 minutes.
Serginho.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
Right, Shevchenko. Lobbed in behind. That's good vision. It's Batistuta. Batistuta! Guardiola has a look up and drives it forward. And through to the goalkeeper. And reclaimed it in a trice. Well, they are still trailing, and they require a change of fortune, pretty sharpish. And he's quick to get it clear again.
The attendance
And
for this
they're quick
match
to
was
get it back.
71,550.
And he's gone looking for safety. Pressing high and with purpose.
Bale really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And that has been cleared. And that's been won straight back. Cleared away. That's a throw.
Substitutions taking place.
He's gone forward. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Oh, looks like he's been taken out, but real chance! Goal! 2 up now, and they are cruising. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky, it'll come your way.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, that goal should be a big game changer. It's certainly been a big mood changer.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. He's found a way through. Cafu, and that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's shifting through the gears here. No, it's not getting there. Darren Fletcher. And he's picked out the run. And he's searching through. He's through, and the shot! Surely